Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Tannehill on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Up 2nd and 2.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
A gain of
5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And on 4th and short, they snag a gain of over 30.
At the 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
The tackle.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
The kick is blocked.
Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Now a hit and a loose football. It's picked up by the Titans.
How many times in the course of a game do you talk about momentum plays? And I think we just saw one there. Just scored, right?
Just took the lead.
Just took the lead, went downfield, got the ball free again and picked it up. They got a chance to really get the momentum on their side now.
And now they'll try to pile on. First down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Chiefs' 24-yard line.
Nothing our score after one.
With the score, Titans 6, Chiefs nothing.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Running from the gun with Henry. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They're calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. They're trying for Humphreys, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25.
The Chiefs take over.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
At the Titans' 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. They find some open field here. And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. on the give. This is Washington. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And this Tennessee defense for the second straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
What's the score? Chiefs 7, Titans 6. Harrison Butker in a kickoff 14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit. Things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of this division. Through 4 weeks, they are a combined 3-12-1. The Eagles would actually be the division champs right now at 1-2-1. Washington and Dallas 1-3. The Giants certainly not out of it, even though, CD, they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah, this is unbelievable when you think about it. If we were talking soccer, we'd be talking relegation, wouldn't we? Right? Would this division even exist next year? There is potential there. The Eagles came alive with a big win on Sunday Night Football, beating San Francisco in San Francisco. Washington, they're trying to hang in there. Dwayne Haskins has to play better. Dallas should be the team. They've got to fix their defense. And the Giants, they may be 0-4. They're going to fight hard, but I don't think they're contenders in this division.
On 2nd down, it's Washington, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Down.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 40 now on second down. Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They snap it to Tannehill. He finds Humphries. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
First down and 10 yards to go.
Back now in Nashville. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
6.
Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. It's Henry, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Again, it's Henry. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll come out in the pistol. The Titans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And as a result, they could have had the lead with a field goal. Instead, they turned the ball over on downs. They'll start the drive with Washington. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Washington, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock, in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. And I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at the 30.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
Ball carry.
Excellent job on the tackle for loss by Harold Landry, shooting into the backfield.
41-yard line.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You
loved
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we sign off from Nashville.